Raise it. 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 It's the way that I jam in the gun. They calling me a hooligan. A hooligan, a hooligan. The way that I wine on every girl. They calling me a vagabond. A vagabond, a vagabond. Boy, I don't even pick up my shirt yet. I don't even roll on my drum yet. I don't even wine on that girl yet. And they calling me a hooligan. I don't even drink out half of the bar. I don't even push on no barrier.
All right, Immigration Link coming up in 45 seconds. 1-800-529-5465. Good morning, New York. Good morning, the world. 1-800-529-5465. We are coming up in 45 seconds. Call right now with your immigration questions. 1-800-529-5465.
They calling me a hooligan. A hooligan, a hooligan. The way that I wine on every girl. They calling me a vagabond. A vagabond, a vagabond. The Fed mashing up. The place mashing up. The crowd mashing up. The Fed mashing up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say we mash up Fed everywhere. And we doing it every year. We don't care if sunshine or rain is falling. Ram is the choice, we step on the scene. When you see the liquor sinking, well, it's back and alright from night till morning. When we hear we favorite tune, make way, cause it's time to party. It's time to party, yeah. Once you get we in the mood, we gonna mash up the party. We gonna mash up the Fed right now. We mashing up Fed, mashing up Fed, mashing up Fed, after Fed, after Fed. We going from Fed, mashing up Fed, mashing up Fed, after Fed, after Fed. The Fed mashing up. The place mashing up.
Our feature presentation. And coming up this hour,
Immigration Link.
and I repeat,
Immigration Link.
right now, Wake Up Entertainment. Certified number one.
Immigration squeeze, man. Them wanna run things, and they want you to think immigration link up on the real thing, man.
Now that's what's up.
All right, good morning, New York, WVIP 93.5 FM. My name is Brad Bernstein. This is the Immigration Link. You are hearing us live on WVIP 93.5 FM from Link Up Media. Thank you to Link Up Media. Throughout the tri-state New York area. You're also watching us live on Facebook at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. So if you are home or you check us out on your telephone, you can check us out at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein on Facebook. And you'll just take some videos as you see me saying something smart, and we'll do that. You know, a lot of times I'm not saying anything very smart, but sometimes I say something smart. I'm just giving a little instructions here. And so you'll take some videos of that, and then we'll throw it up on Instagram as well. 1-800-529-5465. So you're listening to us live on WVIP 93.5 FM throughout the tri-state area. You're listening to us live on Facebook at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. You're listening to us live on Periscope and Twitter. And we have Giselle Manning here. She's filling in for SMG, who seems to have taken a very nice trip to China at the worst exact moment as far as immigration is concerned. So SMG is somewhere trekking through China right now. He'll be back next week. Giselle is filling in admirably. You're also watching us live on YouTube at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-529-5465. I know a lot of people have a lot of immigration questions and issues. We had some volatile weekend as far as immigration is concerned. You know, obviously, I want to get into as many immigration questions to help as many people as we can. I can sit here and be a talking head. I thought about it, and I said I could sit here and be a talking head for the next 30 minutes and pontificate. When you pontificate, I guess that's where they came up with the word pundit from. You can pontificate. I can pontificate on what happened this weekend, but there is so many outlets. You can watch CNN if you think, and it's very funny because I was driving this morning and I listened to Sirius XM, and they stream all of the news outlets live on the radio as I'm coming in the morning, and I kind of flip between CNN and Fox just to hear the different takes. Okay, and CNN, the take was the world is outraged on what's happening here. Outrage is what I hear. And then I flip to Fox, and the guy on Fox says, a majority of Americans agree with what's happening here. So it's amazing that you can hear two different opinions or two different takes. It's not even opinions. It's two different views of what's going on, and somebody's right and somebody's wrong. Because the world can't be outraged on one channel, and on a different channel, the Americans can't, in the majority, agree with what's going on. Somebody is not telling the truth. Is the world outraged? Or is the majority of Americans agree with what's going on? Can't be both. But it's amazing. I heard both within 45 seconds of each other. So I was planning on coming in this morning and going on a whole tirade of what happened this weekend. By the way, it's no secret, what happened was disgusting, un-American, unconstitutional, unlawful, and everything else. And I was going to go through a whole tirade on why that is. And quite frankly, there's going to be a lot of lawsuits. In major cities, there's going to be a lack of cooperation with U.S. government. And it's very funny. I heard Bill de Blasio over the weekend, and I don't agree with a lot of what Bill de Blasio does, but I happen to have agreed with him in what he said, particularly this weekend. So I'm not always in agreement with him. But I was in agreement with him this weekend when he said, it's very funny that Donald Trump said, he's making these executive orders to make America safe. Yet, if he's going to punish cities that don't cooperate with these executive orders by withholding federal funding, what is the federal funding that the government gives the city of New York? It's for anti-terrorism. And for security and policing. So the whole thing is a joke in a way, and it's not a joke because people's lives are on the line here. Literally on the line. People's lives, families, and everything else. So I was going to give a whole speech and pontificate. That's the word of the day, pontificate. Because everybody seems to be pontificating these days. And pontificate on what's going on. And I decided instead I'm going to answer immigration questions. Because you can go to CNN, Fox, MSNBC, NewYorkTimes.com, New York Post. What else do I read? The Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg. I read everything. And you can get a different opinion across the board. But what you can't get anywhere on any of these stations is help for your immigration problems. So that's what we're going to do here. Because you know what? You want to go hear people pontificate, go somewhere else. Because I could sit here and pontificate all day. So we're going to open up the telephone lines right now. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. I will say this, though. I heard a couple of smart people say a couple of smart things. Okay? And I don't want to pontificate, but I feel I have to get it off my chest. And then I see Andre's been waiting 14 minutes and Claudette's been waiting 12 minutes. As far as what's going on this weekend, a couple of smart things I've heard. One is, if you're a terrorist, it takes about 2 years or so to go through the vetting process that the United States does right now. And maybe the vetting process needs to be better. Maybe it doesn't in terms of allowing refugees in. I don't know because I'm not familiar with actually the security of what goes behind reviewing somebody's background. It's beyond what I understand. But it's a 2-year process that people wait and go through. And what I heard is, if you're a terrorist, are you going to wait 2 years to come to America? Or are you going to figure? I mean, people figure out faster ways to come to America, right, Giselle? Than waiting 2 years to go through a vetting process. I mean, we've seen people run do all sorts of things to get to America. Number one, and number two, most of the people in terms of the border wall. I heard this was a smart thing. I heard also by one of these pundits. I forgot who said it. They're building a border wall. Trump. To stop Mexicans from coming in. And really, it's not the Mexicans who are coming into America. It's people from Central America, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador. The Central Americans are really who's coming across the border. So who do we need help from if you really want to stop people entering without inspection from? Who is the one country that we would want us to help stop that influx of people? Because it's people coming from the south of Mexico, coming across and then coming north and then going across the border. Who do we want help? Obviously Mexico. And we're having a fight with the actual country who could actually help us. So I heard that. And then the last smart thing I heard, I heard two other smart things. Two other smart things. One is I heard a very smart thing that the problem with American workers, and I've said this before, is it's not Mexicans and Central Americans taking jobs away, it's computer chips and robots. And finally, the last smart thing I heard was that I should get an apartment very nearby so I can make it on time to the radio show. I heard that was a very smart. I was told I should do that, and I said, no, I don't need an apartment. I can live very far away. I live far away, and I'll make it on time. And look who shows up, David Squeeze Annakie. So welcome to your own radio show.
Thank you for welcoming me.
Welcome to your own radio show, Mr. Annakie.
Good morning, Gisela. Good morning, T.
Good morning, gentlemen.
It's good to be
So,
here.
I said basically what you missed.
Yeah.
Okay, what you missed was one. I didn't get a chance to say hello to anybody on the internet yet. But what I said is I can pontificate all day long. Okay, and I said I'm not going to, and I already started to do it. So I'm really trying to catch myself, because if I didn't catch myself, I could be doing this forever. And I said you can watch CNN, you can watch Fox, you can watch MSNBC, you can read the New York Times, the New York Post, the Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, wherever you want to read. You can Huffington Post if you're liberal, Breitbart if you want to kick all the immigrants out, or anything in between. You can read all the people who pontificate. And really the funniest thing that I heard, and then that's when I realized, I said, I'm not going to pontificate, and here I am pontificating. I said, really,
you can't help yourself.
I can't help myself, because what we really do, what's really good here that nobody does, is answer immigration questions and help people, which is what we're going to be doing in about 15 seconds. But I just wanted to repeat to you because I thought it was really funny, or a joke. Funny joke, but it's not really that funny because people's lives are at stake here. I said, I was driving in this morning from my home that's very, very far away from the radio.
Here we go.
From the radio.
His home is so far.
Yes.
So you got in early.
I got in early, right.
Smart man.
And I heard CNN. I put on CNN on Sirius XM radio, because it has all the news channels on there.
Right.
And I heard
you didn't put it on 93.5. You put it on CNN. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Because I want to hear what's going on.
So there's nothing going on in 93.5.
There is a lot of things going on 93.5 too. But I flip back and forth.
Okay.
So
what did you hear?
What's volume? They cannot hear us. Okay. Better now? All right. So I hear on CNN, the United States and all of the world is outraged.
Yeah, it was crazy over the weekend.
Outraged.
Did you see all the news?
But then you go to Fox News.
Oh, it's a whole different
thing.
It's a whole
different. It's like it's a different world.
It's like everything is okay.
Everything's okay.
Everything's perfect.
Yeah. What's the problem? A majority of Americans agree with what's going on.
I was flipping between every station and then Fox.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And just to hear the two different things. All right, let's go. What's most important, Squeeze?
Is that we answer immigration questions?
Because no, Fox News is not answering your immigration questions. CNN is not answering your immigration questions. MSNBC is not answering your immigration questions. New York Times is not answering your immigration questions. There's only one place in the world where you can go on social media and radio to get your immigration and to get help. It's not about arguing what should be happening. It's about helping. So let's go help people. That's really what it is.
let's do that. Let's
All
help
right.
some people.
Andre.
Hey, morning.
Morning.
Squeeze.
Hey, morning.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Everything good?
Man, is everything good, man? Just come off of the
All right,
plane already, you know?
He's on. It squeezes red eye like 7 times over right now.
Literally.
Yes. All right. What's going on?
Morning, Brad. I have a few questions. The first question is, if you come upon a visitor's visa, can you get married right away?
You can get married 90 days after and apply for your green card.
So you have to wait 90 days?
You can get, well, let me put it to you this way. You could come up on a visitor's visa. What's today's date?
Today's the 31st, I think.
No, it's not. It's like the 27th or 28th.
No, today's the 30th, Brad.
30th. Thank you very much. All right, we're both wrong. All right, so you can come up on January 30th. You can come up on Monday, January 30th, and you can run right to the clerk's office, okay? Because Squeeze just got off the plane. The clerk's office is till 4 o'clock. If Squeeze wanted to get married, he can buy a license and literally get married on the 31st, okay? And you can put in your papers February 1st, and you will be denied. So you can get married whenever you want. Nobody's saying you can't get married.
However,
it's still a free country, apparently. At least I'm told it's a free country, okay? But if you want to be able to get your green card, you listen to me. And what the law says is that if you get married within the first 90 days, not that they will, but they may consider it a misrepresentation on what your true intent was when you came into the airport on a visitor's visa. So why would you give the United States of Donald Trump, okay, a reason to deny your green card? Wait 90 days, and then go get married, and then go file, and then the United States of Donald Trump can no longer have a reason to deny your green card.
Okay, my next question is,
yes.
Can a green card holder file for their child?
Yes, absolutely they can and they should.
How long will it take?
Depends on how old the child is.
The child is 14.
It'll take about 2 years.
About 2 years?
Yes.
And my final question, Brad, is the said green card holder make an application for their citizenship. A day before they were supposed to go for their interview for citizenship, they were told that it was canceled and there is a security check being done.
Yes.
How long do you think it will take for me to get a new interview date?
This is for your security check?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question, all right, without getting into any specifics. Is there something in your background that would prevent you from becoming a citizen?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing. And I have my 10-year green card.
All right. So then I guess this is just basically, and it's, when did this happen, by the way? How long ago?
Last year.
Oh, last year.
Last year about August.
Okay. So,
August 2nd.
all right. So if there's nothing in your background and you went for a citizenship interview in August, then you need to come. You should come see me. Because if it's been 6 months now and they're still doing background checks, and you've got, in your heart of hearts, you've got a clean record and you got nothing to worry about, you should be coming to see me immediately.
Okay, Brad, no problem.
All right, so let's hold the line there.
Hold on 1 second, all right? If you had a problem with, something in your background, different story, and I think you should come see me anyway, but specifically come see me if you got a clean record and it's 6 months and they're holding you off, come see me. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, once again, folks, we're doing the USA immigration link, and that's what we're doing here. We're taking your calls at 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. You can punch out the digits for the letters. 1-800-529-5465. Good morning, Giselle.
Good morning, Squeeze.
I'm just very nice laptop.
Thank you very much.
Is that 15 or 17?
I believe this one is 15.
Nice laptop. You must have a real nice boss.
I sure
I don't
do.
even buy Macs for my people.
We come prepared.
I see.
We come prepared.
I see.
So last week, Giselle was unprepared.
Really?
But it was not her fault.
Did she get a tongue lashing?
No, but
she's way much nicer than
but I would have
the former SMG.
Yeah, the former SMG would have got a tongue lashing, but he was somewhere over the Pacific.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to have set her up so she can read the questions on Facebook, which we're going to be able to read. And she could read the questions on YouTube, which she now can read.
Wow.
And she will be able to read the questions on Periscope and Twitter as they come in,
Yeah.
which she will be able to read now, which she was unable to do before, even though SMG said she would be able to do it, but she was unable to do it because SMG
You ever hear of the path of least resistance?
took the path of no resistance and just took off to China and left her with no laptop. That was all formatted and ready to go, so we got it all straightened out for today.
Very good, very good.
All right.
Well, anyway.
So let's answer immigration questions.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go to the
We're gonna-
social
and
media
we're gonna go to-
network
and this
with
is-
Giselle,
and it's
aka
very-
SMG.
And by the way, I still want to enjoy myself, but it's very hard to enjoy yourself after what's been going on in the last week.
No, it's
And
extremely hard.
And I think, and I'm trying to enjoy myself to try to make it light, but the reality is there's a lot of going on right now. The world and the United States of America is in turmoil, and if you were not born in America, you better go see a lawyer about.
That's not true, Brad.
What?
There was one person that was on CNN last week. She was born in Israel, but she's of the Muslim faith. Okay, and she's being stopped from coming back in America.
I said, if you were not born in Israel, if you were not born in America,
But she's a U.S. citizen.
if you were not born in America, okay, then you should be seeing a lawyer about your immigration situation. Period. Okay? That doesn't mean we have answers for everybody, but that means that you should be taking your situation seriously. Very, very seriously.
You still didn't hear me.
She's an American citizen.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
But
We're
what?
not talking about it right now.
I know. Oh,
Okay.
I see. Oh,
All right,
I
we
see.
got-
That's
we
what
gotta-
you're saying. You're just telling me. I don't want to talk about it now. It's too crazy. Right?
It's too crazy.
Yeah,
You
it
should
is.
go speak to a lawyer specifically. I don't know what her specific situation. I'll tell you.
She's Muslim.
You want? Yes.
That's why.
Of course.
It's just crazy.
It's crazy. Every Muslim's going to go through a secondary inspection now. So like that bad boy room that you went
Yeah.
into. So even if you're not from one of the banned countries,
You're going in a bad
you're
boy.
going in the bad boy room. They have now labeled every person from the Muslim faith bad boy. So who knows what'll happen once you go into the bad boy room.
Hey.
So the whole thing is terrible. But, PJ, PJ, she works for me. Paralegal, awesome. Okay? Her husband's from Syria. I don't know why. I'm like a bit of a lucky charm in a way, because her husband's Syrian. He's a refugee here from Syria. And they were going to go on a vacation. And I said to PJ, I said, you know what, can you push off your vacation about a month because we're really busy right now? And she agreed to do it, so she wasn't going on vacation until next week. Do you know that had I not had a discussion with her about pushing off her vacation, they would both be in another country right now, stuck or in jail. She's an awesome girl. She's an awesome woman. She works for me. She's a paralegal. She helps thousands of people here. Can you imagine? So I forgot. I know her situation. I know her husband's situation, but I forgot that I told her to push it off. She came in this morning. She goes, Thank you. Thank you. And I'm like,
and I'm quite sure she wasn't too happy when you pushed off her vacation,
no,
but now
she
she's
was not.
happy.
She's happy. I said, wow, I completely forgot. And then I felt totally overwhelmed
Yes.
thinking about it. And, and then we had to run to the radio.
All right, let's go to some more calls.
Let's go to Claudette.
We're answering immigration questions at 1-800-LawLink. Let's go to the radio lines.
Claudette.
Hello. Claudette, what's up?
Hello.
How are you?
Good morning. I'm all right.
What's up?
Thank God.
All right, good.
I would like to know, my spouse is down in Florida and he's supposed to get married. So if he come here and married me, we can both travel down
Travel down where?
to Florida. I'm in New York
Yeah,
now.
you can travel to Florida. Make sure you live with him, and it's a real marriage. But
Yes.
certainly, you can get married here and travel to Florida, live with him, or he can travel up here and live together. The key thing is that you live together.
Yes.
All right, so that's fine.
Yes.
Traveling.
Okay.
Right now, traveling within the United States is fine.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
And we got...
And by the way, want to hear something really smart I heard this morning?
What's that?
Okay. And by the way, Claudette, hang on the phone, and somebody will talk to you off the air because you're going to need help. You know what's something I heard smart today?
What's that?
You know what would would be a better preventive measure of terrorism than what's happening right now than banning an entire religion?
Pray tell.
Why don't we ban people who are on the terrorist watch list who are living here in America from getting on an airplane? Wouldn't that be a smarter thing?
Mm-hmm. That's a lot smarter than what's going on.
Or ban them from owning a gun. Right now, people on the terrorist watch list can go and
still go buy
a gun. Yeah, Giselle's eyes are wide open on that one.
Yep.
Crazy. But welcome to the United States of Donald Trump. So this is where we are right now, and we'll be in the United States of Donald Trump for 4 years. But even in the United States of Donald Trump, there's a constitution, there's rights.
What's his popularity like now?
I have no idea. It depends. On Fox News, he's very popular. On CNN, everybody hates him. So who knows what? Who knows where we're at with all this?
Have you been in the city or seeing what everyone is doing? People are walking around with placards and riding around with placards. Everyone,
and
even
as a
right
matter of
now.
fact, I was downtown yesterday with Gabby, and we walked past two marches and two different. One of them had nothing to do with immigration. They were protesting fur. And another one.
Fur, as in F-U-R.
F-U-R, yeah, in front of a fur store, and then
By the way, I didn't say F-U.
Right,
I
and then
meant
Gabby
word,
said, to me, which was, I don't know if it was insensitive to the animals or more sensitive to what's going on. She goes, "Is that the most important thing going on in the world right now? Is fur, or do we have better things? Shouldn't all these people be in the other protests?" That's what Gabby said. But I said, I said maybe
she's definitely your daughter.
I said maybe to the poor, to the poor raccoon
Animals,
or animals. I said maybe they would disagree with you. So I said, and I said, and it was actually a really good learning experience for her. And I said, not everybody agrees with everybody who protests, but I said everyone has the right to do it. And the whole idea behind protest and a social movement is that protests bring to light and bring into somebody's mind something that maybe they didn't think of before. Mm-hmm. I said, you know what? I didn't think about fur at all this week. As a matter of fact, I didn't think about fur all year.
Yeah.
I said, so now I'm walking by. I said, maybe I'm going to think about that now. And maybe I won't join that protest, but maybe somebody else would join that protest. And if enough people join that protest and enough people's minds are changed, that's how social change happens.
Yes.
So it was a good learning experience anyway, and it's a good learning experience for everybody. All right, so let's go to Kelly. Kelly,
how you doing?
Yes. Hi, gentlemen.
How are you?
Good morning.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
I'm good. I have a question, actually a concern. Mm-hmm. If you're a green card holder and your card is up in May, how long is the process to file for citizenship?
Right now, it's a 6 to 9 month wait for citizenship, but since everything is up in the air right now, I can't give you a specific time period, although I can tell you that the government cannot unreasonably withhold your citizenship forever. So, for example, there was a guy, Andre, who called his first caller. He said he went for his interview in August, and he still hasn't heard anything, and it's now over a year for his citizenship. So I said to him, do you have anything in your background that would prevent you from becoming a citizen? He says, absolutely not. So then at that point, I'm thinking, although I haven't told him yet because we want to get to as many calls, but now that you've called, it's a second call, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. And maybe Andre's still listening. I'm thinking that the government can't unlawfully withhold citizenship forever. They have to make a decision. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And if they refuse to do it, that's when you go into federal court. And you know what? Quite frankly, there's going to be a lot of federal court proceedings, especially from Spar Bernstein in the next couple months or years under the United States of Donald Trump. Will it be 6 months?
Let me ask you something.
What?
When we were speaking last week, you didn't know that what happened over the weekend would really have happened, right?
No. I had no idea.
Because the way you were speaking, you were like, they can't go and do this. And then lo and behold, I'm like,
they did it.
Yeah, they did it.
But you know what?
They started stopping people.
But you want to know what happened in 3 months, 3 hours later?
Yeah.
Okay?
Everything
Somebody
was being
from the
reversed.
ACLU went into federal court And the federal court judge said that is beyond the scope of the presidential powers. They had to release all of those people who were in jail, just like what they did to the Barack Obama program. And you know what? This is going to happen a lot now.
Can you imagine what these people went through?
So Kelly, hold on. Every
Kelly.
person should be doing their citizenship. Every person who has a green card, who has the right to be a dual citizen and wants to live in America beyond the United States of Donald Trump, because it's going to be 4 years, okay? And you want to be here in America because ultimately you believe America's great, not because Donald Trump says it is, but because America's a great country and we're going to overcome this anyway. And somebody very famous said it. We shall overcome.
We shall overcome.
That's right.
Dr.
And we shall overcome this as well.
Absolutely.
And every person who believes in America, who wants to be in America, if you qualify for citizenship and you qualify for dual citizenship, you should be doing it immediately.
Did you hear what Canada said?
Canada said they're going to take everybody.
Canada said, hey, we believe in, what is it? They had a phrase that they used.
I don't know.
But, Canada, they're taking everybody.
Yes. Natalie.
All right, Natalie, we got the lines full
good morning.
right now.
Good morning, Brad and Squeeze. I'm supposed to, in August of this year, that's the time for me to put in, it's going to be 3 years for my citizen. So, in what month should I put in for it?
2 years, 9 months, and 3 days from the day you got your conditional green card. All right, so count 2 years, 9 months, 3 days from the time you got your conditional green card, and make sure that you're in a bona fide marriage with your husband. You got to make sure you got joint taxes filed together. You got to make sure you have documents showing you still live together.
Yes, I have all of that. And next question. I want to file for my mom and dad. Can I do that as soon as I become a citizen?
The day you become a citizen, you can file. It'll take about 9 months if they're in another country, about 6 months if they're here, as of this moment.
They're here, so...
Yes. So,
6 months?
Yes, 6 months. Come in and see me because, you know what, if your parents are here and they're out of status, it's not all right to remain out of status if it's possible not to. Okay? Come in, let me do your citizenship and let me help you with your parents. Hold on
1 second. And let me just say this, what Brad just noted, it's extremely important. Anyone right now, if I were out there, Brad, and you tell me if I'm wrong in what I'm saying, and everyone reserves the right to their own opinion. This is a free country. Oh, shoot. I don't know about that yet. Yeah. All right. If I were out there and I was out of status, I would not go filing without an attorney. And that's Spar Bernstein. I just wouldn't. Because of everything that's going on where people are literally getting screwed, getting sent up the creek without a paddle, I would not take that chance. So I am imploring everybody out there, listen, you can do whatever you really want, all right? However, we don't know truly what's going on with DT right now. Look at what's happening at the airports and everywhere. I say, ladies and gentlemen, if you are out of status and you want to file with an attorney, call Spar Bernstein right now at 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. And mark my word, someone is going to call and say, Squeeze, I should have listened to you.
Right. And by the way, Squeeze, you know, as I'm sitting here and we have people watching us on Facebook at Law Office of Spar Bernstein, if you're watching us on Facebook.
We got tons of questions on social
media. We have tons of questions on social media. We have tons of questions here on the radio. So if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube or Periscope, we're going to come to your questions now. Please tell your friends and family to watch right now and get their questions answered. And do your own social service and tell other people they can get help right here, right now at this moment, and share this with your friends and family, and tell your friends and family, and scream out the window to listen. And as I'm sitting here, I'm saying, you know what? I'm so happy we're answering immigration questions, and I'm not being pontificating about because I can pontificate all day long. But you know what? You can watch 24 hours of pontification on every other channel, but you can't get your immigration questions answered right now. So let's go to Tony.
Tony, how are you? Welcome to the Immigration Link.
Hey, morning, guys. How you all doing?
A pleasant one.
All right. My question to you guys is, to Brad at least, people from Jamaica, because they said, Jamaicans, they have them off and said, anything bad Jamaican always involved in it too. So, based on what's going on with this guy here, this crazy guy, based on what's going on, people from Jamaica who coming up on visitors visa, who have green card, does this thing affect them too? Because
Well, this is how it affects them.
Affect everybody.
This is how it affects them, but you're not seeing it in the news this weekend. You saw it in the news, over the weekend about banning of refugees, people who are the saddest people in the world, who are coming from war-torn countries, and saying, stay in your country and get killed. Okay? You're seeing it over that weekend. Okay? On Thursday and Friday, you saw they're building a wall. Okay? But what you didn't really hear a lot about in the news is one of the other executive orders, which says that if you have a criminal, it's not Jamaicans, okay? If you have any sort of criminal record.
It's anybody who have a criminal record.
Okay, if you have any sort of criminal record, whether or not it's a deportable offense or not, whether or not you've actually been convicted of a crime, whether maybe you've just been accused or arrested, or maybe the government just thinks you committed a crime but nobody ever charged you with a crime. Every person who fits that category, which could basically be anybody who's not a citizen, because the government could say to anybody, I think you committed a crime.
Of course.
Okay? The government could say you jaywalked.
Yeah.
Okay? Everybody is subject to at least go through a deportation process. That doesn't, let me finish. That doesn't mean, I'm spinning.
You're foaming at the mouth now.
I'm foaming at the mouth now. That doesn't mean you're going to get deported. That means that you can go, that they may take you through the process. Now, many big city mayors, de Blasio, the guy in San Francisco, Rahm Emanuel in Chicago, I've seen them, I'm sure other cities as well, has said, we're not going to comply with the federal government. The federal government says every person who gets arrested, we got to turn them over, whether they're convicted of a crime or not. Every person that the police come in contact with that they find that's out of status or may have committed a crime, you got to turn them over. All the big cities have said we're not going to do it. So right now, for the foreseeable future, because this is going to go through a court proceedings, okay, that's going to be dragged on for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months.
Stay for 3 months now.
Okay, all of this is going to ultimately be dragged down to court. There's going to be stays, and the cities aren't. So right now, people who have immigration problems have an opportunity to fix it. We don't know. If you're asking me, what will courts ultimately do? I have no idea. Okay,
but something will be done.
They'll either say yes or no.
Yes, something will be done.
So right now, people have opportunities to fix themselves. They may not have opportunities in the future. So that's why I'm saying to everybody out there to get it straightened out now.
Absolutely.
Okay?
All right, my brother.
Got it?
There's one question I have.
Yeah.
Question. What about people who lately get their citizenship under here?
If you're a citizen, you're a citizen.
Yeah.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
You made it.
So those people are, personally safe then?
Those people are safe.
If you're a citizen and a Muslim,
well, Muslim, you may still get hassled at the airport, but citizen is a citizen.
Yeah.
Can't take your. You cannot take citizenship away for a religion.
Yeah.
You will not have your citizenship removed. You will not get deported, but you could be hassled at an airport, certainly. All right.
All right.
All right. Hold on 1 second.
No problem. Once again, folks, this is the USA Immigration Link brought to you by the law offices of Spar and Bernstein and the Link Up Media group of companies. We both have been around for a while, and we're here to help people.
Squeeze, let's go to social media because we got about 15
Thank you so
minutes to
much.
go.
That's what I was
right.
segueing to.
All right.
Got to say a pleasant good morning to all the people on the social media network. Let's go to the law offices of Spar and Bernstein on Facebook, also on YouTube, and also on, of course, Periscope. It's Spar Bernstein. Ladies and gentlemen, on my page, it's David Squeeze Annakie. That's Facebook, and we're coming to all the questions and comments and everything that everyone has. We have SMG here, the social media girl or gal. Okay? Gal. Social media gal.
Right, nobody wants to be called girl.
Okay, social media gal with a beautiful smile, the most beautiful smile in the entire company of the law offices of Spar and
Don't
Bernstein.
say that. What about Tawana has a beautiful smile, too? And what about Fiona has a beautiful smile?
Why are you focusing on me?
Because you can't single anyone out. They all have beautiful smiles.
No, Tawana has the most beautiful eyes.
No, come on, stop.
All right? See, everyone's got something that's beautiful. All right. Okay, Giselle, let's go.
Okay, I have one question from Kim Edwards on Facebook. Can regular countries like Trinidad, people with citizenship, are they going to be having problems, too, in airports, leaving or coming back to the U.S.?
Anybody with a citizen will not have a problem. Anybody who's something less than a citizen may have a problem in the future, not at this moment, but may have a problem in the future if they have a criminal record, if they've been accused of a crime, or if the government just says, I think you committed a crime, but you haven't been accused of anything. So yes, there are plenty of people who may in the future have problems. That's why it's so important to become a citizen, then you don't have problems anymore. Or get waivers.
Okay. Devin Harding has another question. Hi, Brad. What about a person who has a final order of deportation for more than 10 years and is in process of having his case reopened with an approved I-130? How does this executive order affect them?
Well, you better do it fast, because you have an order of deportation. They still have a right to order you deported until your case is reopened. Right now, the process is the same. They will reopen cases based on, in absentia orders that were done illegally, and many times on joint applications if you can show humanitarian reasons why your case should be reopened. But that doesn't mean that's going to continue. Right now, the going's good. Who knows what will happen in 3 hours from now, let alone 3 days from now,
let alone
so
what happened over the weekend.
Let alone 30 days from now or 90 days from now. That's why it's so important to do things right away.
Okay, Rick Baby Reed has another question. Good morning. In August of this year, I'm supposed to put in for my citizenship. What month should I put it in?
Well, if you just said in August of this year, then
put it in.
All right, David, what color is George Washington's white horse?
Oh, his white horse
It's
is
white.
it's white.
All right, but in all seriousness, it's 4 years, 9 months, 3 days from the time you become a citizen. Unless you are married to a citizen, then it's 2 years, 9 months, 3 days in a bona fide marriage.
And let me just say this, Giselle and Brad. The number for the law offices of Spar Bernstein that you should be calling right now is 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Once again, everyone that's out there that know they should be asking questions and filing, make sure you call Spar and Bernstein ASAP. That's all I've got to say, ladies and gentlemen. Back to SMG.
Okay, I have a YouTube question from Keltac Entertainment TV. Does getting a request for initial evidence delay your work permit?
Yes. That's why you need a good lawyer, because when you got a request for initial evidence, that means you screwed up your case. When you filed an adjustment application and the government sends you, the Department of Homeland Security sends you back a notice saying, please give A, B, C, and D, that means you effed up. Okay? So if you effed up, until you comply and complete the case properly, your work permit's on hold. And then it's 90 days from the time that you actually complete your case properly. So by you filing, getting a notice back, you've probably delayed your work permit at least 6 months, if not longer.
Okay. All right. Once again, folks, in tune to the USA Immigration Link. SMG, the social media gal, is reading off some questions from Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. We're going back to Giselle, SMG.
Social media Giselle.
Yes. Giselle is spelled with a G?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
yes,
SMG. I like that.
Social media Giselle.
I don't know why I was thinking it was a J.
No, it's
okay. Perfect.
Okay, I'm moving on to Facebook now. Max MLB is asking, I am married over a year, but want to wait for the 2 years to put in my paperwork. You think it's possible for me to wait that long?
Dummy, file now. Do you see what's going on? Next.
It doesn't mean dummy.
Dummy, it just means wake up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Don't stay here illegally.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Okay.
And Homa has another question. If a person overstayed their visitor's visa, can they marry a green card holder? Can the green card holder file for that person without any problems? Is any way that they can adjust their status without leaving the United States of America?
They could only adjust their status if they stay in legal status or they're 245I married to a green card holder. You could always do a provisional waiver to go home and come back. That green card holder can also become a citizen over the process and then ultimately adjust here. But you should get married immediately, and you should put in papers because it gives you more ties to America should anybody give you a problem in the future.
Doesn't matter how long the green card holder has got their green card.
Yeah, because what doesn't matter in terms of filing, but it matters in terms of that green card holder ultimately becoming a citizen.
Okay, there you go. Right. This is the USA Immigration Link. My name is David Squeeze Annakie with my attorney. That's, of course, Bradford H. Bernstein of the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. Let's go back to another question before we jump to this other guy they call David Squeeze Annakie's social media page.
Okay. Renee Melissa Jeremiah asks, if a person comes to the U.S. on a fiancé visa, overstayed their time, can they still marry and adjust their status?
Did they get married? If they got married within the 90 days to the person that they were supposed to marry, the answer is yes. If they didn't marry the person within the 90 days, then whoever they ultimately will marry, they would have to do a provisional waiver.
There you go. 1-800-LawLink, 1-800-529-5465. Call that number now. Book your, of course, appointment with Brad Bernstein. He's getting booked up a lot, especially with what's going on. So you better get in there and get yours in. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Yes, Giselle. SMG. Social media, Giselle.
Tasha Gay Shraves asks, hey, I am not a born American, but I am a green card holder and want to travel to Jamaica the 23rd of next month. Would that be a problem leaving and getting back in the United States?
As long as you don't have any criminal records or you haven't been accused of a crime, it shouldn't be a problem at this point in time.
Shouldn't.
I mean, I don't want to.
Don't want to scare anyone.
As of this second,
it's cool.
The answer is go travel. But in the United States of Donald Trump, it's so volatile. Who knows what'll be tomorrow? If you told me over the weekend that people who had green cards who came from 7 Muslim countries would be handcuffed in an airport, I would say you're crazy.
Right.
But it happened. So who knows? You know what? Richard's been waiting 20 minutes. Should we just take one call or should we continue on social media?
No, I think we should continue on social media. In all fairness to the folks waiting on social media for
Richard.
eons.
Sorry, Richard, and Novalette, and Stephanie, and Ashley, and Maureen, and everybody else waiting.
And sorry, guys, just that the other people have been waiting even longer than you.
All right, let's go.
No disrespect. Let's go.
Aubrey Cruz is asking, if you have a permanent resident mother and she got her green card from my sister, who is an American citizen, can I use my mother for provisional waiver?
Yes.
How long is the process and approval?
Yes, you can. The provisional waiver takes about 6 months. So the best way to do it, if you haven't done anything, is do a job sponsorship and then do the provisional waiver through your mother. It takes about a year and a half.
Absolutely. Let me know when it can go to my social media. Got quite a few questions.
Why don't you go while Giselle is checking out?
All right. Okay.
You can volley back and forth while we're waiting for Giselle to grab.
That's great. Okay, Marcia, if a person filed for their green card and is now waiting on the date for the interview, does it affect their filing purpose? That's if you're a Jamaican and live here in New York?
What?
I know.
Say again?
If a person filed for their green card and is now waiting on the date for the interview, does it affect the filing purpose if you are a Jamaican and live here in New York? It's kind of weird, but...
The answer is no. You're in line like everybody else. Okay. Giselle. Squeeze. Giselle. Squeeze.
Okay.
Who do you got? All right.
Well, this one says, can you explain in its entirety the immigration review and reform being undertaken and how it affects persons being filed for? I think you did.
I think I did.
As much as you can.
Okay, yes.
I have a question from Dawn Harriet. Good morning, guys. What is jaywalk?
Oh, I'll tell you what.
All right, you see, when you come to a light.
That's a good one.
Okay, when you come to a light and you see.
When you're walking,
Okay, when you're walking in the streets of New York City and you come to a light and you want to cross the street and there's 2 little white lines, you have to walk between those 2 white lines. If you choose to walk outside of those white lines, that's jaywalking. Walking outside of the lines that you're allowed to walk in, crossing the street.
There's more than that.
What is it?
If the light is not in your favor,
That's
and
also
you walk
jaywalking.
between the white lines,
That's also jaywalking.
You are jaywalking.
And by the way, this morning,
you jaywalked.
I jaywalked and
From the Starbucks to the building.
And I saw
all the time.
And I saw about.
I see you.
And I saw about 1,000 people jaywalking. So you can imagine they could just right here on the corner they could put somebody.
Write tickets.
They could put somebody at Department of Homeland Security, write tickets to everybody.
Profile everyone.
And profile everybody. I mean, who knows what'll happen, right?
Oh my! Jaywalking is done every day, especially in New
York.
York.
You know what's so funny?
What?
I was in Moscow, and
Say that again.
I was in Moscow.
Say it again.
Moscow.
It's not Moscow. It's Moscow.
Moscow. And I went to jaywalk and walk against the light, and everyone started yelling at me. There's no
Really?
Yeah, because in the Russian Federation of Vladimir
So you
Putin,
went there with your American attitude.
That's right. In the Russian Federation of Vladimir Putin, nobody jaywalks. I don't know what'll happen in the United States of Donald Trump, but I can tell you,
You've gotten thrown into a prison
I would have got thrown into a
50
prison.
years.
Everybody said, "Yeah." I go, "What are you talking about?" There's no going. No, you come back to the corner until wait till the light changes.
Yeah. Anyway, they're very serious. Once again,
very serious
USA
about
Immigration
jaywalking,
Link.
yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
SMG, and then we're going to go back to,
Lady K. Charles is asking, I am scheduled to travel to Trinidad in April. I am a green card holder. Should I travel or postpone my trip?
Go travel for right now.
Travel away.
Go.
All right. Once again,
by the way,
USA Immigration Link.
the reality is there's only been about 20 people held at the airport under these executive orders, and probably hundreds of thousands or more have been going through. All right.
So we've got about 6 minutes left right here on the USA Immigration Link. Must let everyone know that we will be back at 12 noon today. But in the interim, every one of you that is out of status that would like to file for your status here in the United States to be legal, make sure you actually do it with the attorney, Brad Bernstein. I would say do it with everything that's going on. Make sure you ask questions of this attorney. So link us up at 12 noon today, right here, same place, same station, same social media network, the law offices of Spar Bernstein and the Link Up Media Group. David Squeeze Annakie.
And by the way, Marina, who's joined us online here at Facebook, she's an associate here at Spar Bernstein, fantastic lawyer. She just commented that she jaywalked as well.
Oh, we all jaywalked. I jaywalked 50 times before I got to the office.
But by the way, in the executive order, jaywalking could be grounds for putting you in removal proceedings.
Yeah.
The key thing is this.
Become a citizen.
Become a citizen.
Become legal.
Yep. And get waivers if you have criminal records, or start.
And don't commit any crimes.
Or start filing now to vacate convictions.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's very important. I'm very glad you brought that up. If you have any criminal convictions, we have a solid criminal defense department at Spar and Bernstein. Okay, Paul Hirsch and David Moreno, two solid former ADAs. You should actually file to get those vacated right here at the law office of Spar and Bernstein, your criminal convictions.
Let's go. But quickly, if you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, like our page if you like it. Like our show if you like it. Send us a little love.
Yes.
There's nothing to laugh about today. No laughing.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, send us a heart.
Share the link that you're watching.
Share the link that you're watching
on every friend's page. Share the link that you're watching right now on everyone's page.
What are we doing, Squeeze? We got 3 minutes.
Let's just go back to the radio lines. Thank you so much, SMG. Thank you so much, people on social media. Richard.
Yes, Brad.
What's up?
Question.
Yeah.
Question. I have my green card, right? And I renewed it and for the 10-year green card, right? And they sent me a letter. But now the letter actually expired, and I'm trying to get it re-stamped because I haven't received the permanent green card as yet. But I can't get an appointment in the office close by. So the question I'm asking if I could take it in another state to get it stamped.
You can go to make a InfoPass appointment in any state to get the stamp in your passport.
Not the passport, the letter.
I understand that. You filed an I-751 to remove the conditions. The 1 year has gone by. You still haven't gotten your interview yet, so you don't have proof that you're a lawful resident, although you are. So what you do is you go online, you make an InfoPass appointment. You can go to any state, any office that has an appointment, bring the letter, bring your passport, and they'll put a temporary stamp in your passport.
Okay, thanks much. Next question. Come April, I will be 3 years since I've been a resident, a green card holder. How soon can I file for my citizenship?
Assuming you're with your wife now, you can file for your citizenship now. You've been a lawful resident for 2 years, 9 months. You don't necessarily have to wait on the I-751. You can file your citizenship, and at your citizenship interview, they will interview you for the I-751 and your citizenship. You just better make sure you got lots and lots of proof that you and your spouse are together.
Yeah, we're still together.
Okay, hold on 1 second if you need help.
Can someone who overstay on their visa come into the lawyer to get the green card?
We can try. That's what we do here.
Okay. All right, 1-800-529-5465. Let's squeeze in one quick one from the radio lines.
Or Giselle, what are we doing?
Giselle, you got a quick one?
Quick one.
I do have
Social
one.
media
I
network.
have a friend that went to Jamaica last month. When he got to Kennedy Airport, they took his green card away from him. Immigration officer told him that he never worked.
Yes.
That he never worked in the USA. A green card is just a working permit, and he never paid any tax. Can he get to come back to the USA?
That's not why he got his green card taken away.
No, that's
There's
not
more
why.
to it.
There's obviously more to it.
All right. Novelette.
Tell him, by the way, Novelette, tell him to call 1-800-529-5465.
Novelette, you got about 45 seconds.
Go ahead, Novelette.
I'm supposed to travel next month to Jamaica. I'm a green card holder since February.
As of right now, if you have a green card and you don't have a criminal record and you're not from one of those 7 Muslim countries that are on a ban, it is okay to travel. Make your plans. But listen in to the LawLink because I may tell you differently in a month from now, but right now, make your plans.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, and we got to go squeeze.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes.
No, we
The
got
proceeding was
1 minute.
informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465.